What?
Hey guys, can we sit with you?
Okay, so this weekend marks our 2-year anniversary since we started running. We're pretty excited. And that has had us reflecting on how it started and how it's going 2 years later. So that said, this video is not all about us.
No.
Because yes, we're awesome in my opinion, but we want to offer some practical tips on how you can start running like today. So first, we want to give you an accurate picture of how we actually got started. So here we go.
So here's 3 things that got us from where we were to where we are. First, from 0 exercise routine to daily discipline. Zero.
Like 0.
We used to have no morning routine that included any sort of physical activity
Heck no.
whatsoever.
Good morning! It's time to wake up! It's time to wake up!
We would have laughed at any sort of notion of us working out every morning. We were not
Seriously.
those people.
No.
But we had this conversation on June 11th, 2019, where we came to a realization that we wanted to change. We wanted to be people that felt good about our bodies and in our bodies.
Yeah.
So on June 12th, the next day, we woke up, pulled out some old running shoes, and started running.
Yeah.
And the next morning, we did the same thing.
Yeah.
And a few days turned into a week, which turned into a month, which turned into a routine that's now 2 years in the making.
Yeah. So number 2, we went essentially 0 exercise, 0 kilometers is the point, to like constantly setting new personal bests. So those first few runs, we'll be totally honest, they were slow. They were minimal.
Gasping for air.
Because we were like super tired by the end of them.
I tasted blood the first run.
Okay. But we knew we had accomplished something at the end of those runs, right? And those first few runs, they challenged us to show up better the next time, right? To reach for another half kilometer or to take fewer walking breaks. And that all led to us being able to run longer distance with no walking breaks on the daily. It's led to David working towards running a marathon, and I'm so proud of him for that he's working towards that. And
Hopefully
all
this
of
fall.
that started with those first few runs of just a kilometer or 2.
Then the third point of how we got from there to here, our overall mental health. So there really isn't a way that we can like quantify this particular element, but we can identify that prior to running, there was a battle with anxiety and other mental health struggles for me. But since creating this routine and showing up daily, we've noticed a marked difference in our mental health, especially in our anxiety levels. Even while living through this pandemic, it's been invaluable
That'll
to
preach.
us, seriously. We even notice a difference sometimes on our rest days, which are really important. It's really important to rest and protect your body.
Yeah.
But sometimes we found that on these days, we felt higher stress in our bodies because we didn't run that day, because we were resting. And so again, just noticing the difference of when we do run and when we don't. So here's the point. Running has made a really clear difference in how we process stress and keep anxiety at bay. It's been an absolute game changer for us.
So we've given you an idea of how we started and how it's going for us 2 years into our running journey. But within this community, we'd love to offer you some practical tips for how you could get started. Because here's the thing, over the last year, I've started posting a little bit more on social media about my running or how many kilometers I ran that day. And I've had a number of people, and specifically women, reach out and ask, like, how? How on earth do I actually get started? How do I have the motivation? Well, we've summed it up into 4 points that have really helped us along the journey. So, number 1, consistency is crucial. You just have to keep showing up. No matter how much you don't feel like it, you have to be consistent. That is how you build strong habits that are gonna last. And that's how you change your life.
So good, so important. Secondly, use what you have. We've heard it said, do what you can with what you have where you are. And that's really exactly it. You don't have to have all of the gear or all of the gadgets to be able to be successful. When we first started, we wore old shoes that we had purchased at an outlet
I laugh every
on
time.
clearance years earlier. They were old shoes. I was wearing old basketball shorts and we were wearing old t-shirts with holes in them. We didn't have any sort of running gear, but we didn't let that stop us. So do what you can with what you have where you are. Like right now, you can start today.
Seriously. So the third one is don't let insecurity stop you from growth. Because here's the thing, for the longest time, I probably didn't run or I didn't work out to any degree because I allowed my own insecurity, get this, to discount me and my abilities. I didn't look like that, or I for sure probably wouldn't have correct form. And I allowed that and those thoughts to kind of pull me out of the game before even giving myself a shot. So here's the thing, if you don't believe in yourself, you're going to have a hard time showing up. So don't discount yourself because you can do hard things.
You can.
You can. Because we're all insecure, right? And so the point is not to not be insecure. The point is to not let your insecurities dictate your life. Whoa. The point is don't let your insecurities dictate your life.
Write that
don't
down.
let your insecurity define you.
Fourth, finally, make decisions that will help fuel your body. We found that if we ate 2 pieces of cheesecake one night and then tried to run a 5K the next morning, our bodies really struggled to do it. It was like my body was saying, I hate you. And so we started to see this correlation between what we ate and how it impacted our ability to move well. Now, we're not saying that you can never eat cheesecake.
Praise the
We
Lord.
love treats. But what we did learn is that we had to start to make wiser choices to ensure that we were fueling our bodies in the way that they needed.
So the point of this video is not about us, which we said at the very beginning. It's not a like, yay, us, right? It's a, you can do this.
You can do it.
Do it again.
You can do it.
Thank you. We want our story to encourage you to begin or to continue or get back into your own. Because you can do hard things. Like you can run or walk or dance, cycle, swim, skip, rollerblade longer, harder, and faster than you think or you've given yourself credit for.
So whatever your health dream is, we want to be your cheerleaders. Yay!
Rah, rah.
Reminding you that you are capable of doing the thing that you think that you can't. Don't give up. Don't settle. Don't let your insecurities stop you. Get back up. Keep going. And as you do, let us remind you that you belong here.
Yeah, you do.
See you guys next time.